Average speed. As I mentioned in the intro, uh, by definition, the average speed has to be the total distance by the total time. That is how we find average for anything, average rates for anything, right? So let's just look at a direct question and we'll look at a couple more different scenarios where we could derive certain formulae. Question: a car covers three successive 6 kilometer stretches at the speed of 5, 15, and 20 kilometers per hour, respectively. Find its average speed over this distance, for which we need the total distance, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18. And we need the total time. How do you find the total time? We have to find the time for each 6 kilometer stretch using the fact that the speeds are 5, 15, and 20. Now, if speed is defined as distance by time, then clearly time will be distance by speed, and you can do this for each leg of the journey. Now, the first one would have taken 6 kilometers divided by 5 kilometer per hour would be the time to cover the first 6 kilometers. Second 6 would be 6 by 15, and the third 6 would be 6 by 20. This gives you 1.2 plus 0.4 plus 0.3 is 1.9 hours. That is the total time total. What was the distance total? It is just 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is 18. So the average speed would be 18 divided by 1.9, which is something like 9.47 kilometers per hour, and that's the answer. Formula is direct: total distance by total time. Another example: what is your average speed if you travel at 40 kilometers per hour for 5 hours and 60 kilometers per hour for 3 hours? The total distance is, first 5 hours you do 40 into 5, and the next 3 hours you're doing 60 into 3, which is 200 plus 180, 380. And then you have the total time, which is directly 5 hours plus 3 hours is 8 hours, 380 kilometers. You can just divide this and you'll get the speed average, which is 380 by 8, which is 47.5 kilometers per hour. Now, can we do this faster? What you want to notice is our required answer is basically 40 into 5 plus 16 to 3 by 5 plus 3. I want you to notice that is in the form A1W1 plus A2W2 by W1 plus W2. This is a weighted average. Now, instead of calculating these numbers and adding up and dividing, you can get the answer using calculations which are smaller numbers by using the number line approach to calculating weighted average. So you just put 40 and 60 on the number line. Those are your rates, and their corresponding weights would be 5 and 3. So you invert that ratio to get the distance ratio, 3:5, and you split the distance between 40 and 60 in the ratio 3:5, and you'll get the point 47.5. So you can use the number line if you're given speeds and their corresponding times. Note that you are given speeds and their corresponding times, and this becomes important later on. You can use the number line to quickly calculate the average speed.